Are you ready to crack the code for YouTube Shorts success? Because in today's video, we're going to be talking about the secrets on how you can make your videos go viral and the blueprint of exactly what we do to create these viral videos. And no, we are not going to be just talking about theories. We are going to be talking about real actionable strategies that you could be taking today. Plus, I also want to break down the YouTube algorithm and talk about how we can use it to our advantage. And YouTube Shorts is one of the fastest ways that you could be growing a channel right now, especially with the types of videos that we're going to be making. But making these videos go viral takes just a little bit more than luck. Of course, you could have luck on your side, but let's not just rely on luck. It's all about understanding how to create your content that is going to be engaging and valuable, and also how we upload these videos, and that's really where the strategy comes in. And going viral isn't just about creativity. Of course, you could have some creativity and that could contribute, because it's also knowing about how the YouTube algorithm works and how we can play it and use it to our advantage. So we want to be working with the algorithm rather than against it. So let's just jump right into this step-by-step guide. And by the end of this video, you're going to have some tools and techniques and the confidence to start making shorts that don't just blend in, but they will be breaking through. So let's just get started. Okay, and first up, let's talk about the algorithm. Let's dive deep into that one. Deep dive. Contrary to popular belief, the algorithm isn't totally just about luck. It's really about performance. YouTube's primary goal is going to be keeping viewers on their platform as long as they can, which means they're going to want to promote videos that people are actually watching. So how do you get the algorithm to favor your content to bring people to YouTube? Well, it all starts with engagement. Retention rate is one of the most powerful aspects that you could be sending to YouTube itself, which in simple terms, the longer people watch your videos, the more YouTube is going to push it to a wider audience. Retention tells YouTube, hey, this content is valuable, so let's put it out to more people and the same people as well. And high retention is a game changer because it can make all the difference from your video just having a few views to it going viral. So how do we increase retention rate? Let's say people are scrolling on shorts and they watch our video for literally 1 second and they're like, never mind, I don't want to watch that anymore. Well, the key here is going to be hooking your audience immediately. And I kind of like to think of it as transporting your viewer into a specific world or the niche that you're trying to get them to engage with. So let's talk about how we can do this. I would say start with a punchy opening. And this is going to mean just punching your viewer in the face. No, not literally, but start with something surprising or intriguing, or again, something that immerses them into another world. You only have a few seconds for your viewers to stay on your video because a lot of the time when people are scrolling on YouTube Shorts, they do it quickly. So make sure to skip the filler with YouTube Shorts and jump straight into the content. And each frame within your video should have a purpose. You don't want any point of your YouTube Short to be pointless. But retention isn't going to be the only factor here. The algorithm also rewards videos that drive interaction. And this is things like comments, likes, and shares on your videos, because these are all signals that people are thoroughly enjoying your content and they're commenting, or maybe they're hating it, but they're still engaging. So hey, a win is a win. Encourage your viewers to engage within your videos. Let's say you're talking about something to do with history in your YouTube short, maybe add in a question. Would you like to live in this time period? Just to spark conversation, because the more interaction you get, the more YouTube is going to promote your videos. Another critical piece of the puzzle is consistency. Consistency is key. That is sort of my motto. The more frequently that you post, YouTube is going to be like, hey, this creator is trying, so I'm going to keep promoting their videos. And then over time, the algorithm starts to understand who is enjoying your content, and then they keep putting that content out to that target audience. Ultimately, succeeding with the algorithm means aligning with YouTube's goals, which is keeping viewers entertained and engaged. Focus on creating shorts that captivate viewers from the first second. You also want your shorts to drive interaction and make people want to watch more of your content. When you do this, the algorithm will not only notice you, but they will actually promote you. Instead of chasing the algorithm, make sure you are working with it. Think of it as hand in hand. You guys need to hold hands through this process. Next up, if you want your YouTube shorts to blow up, you need to know who you are making this content for. Think of your target audience as your VIP crowd. You need to cater to this audience because, hey, these people are loyal customers. The people who watch your content will not only like, share, and comment on your stuff, but they will also keep coming back for more if they choose to subscribe. So how do you figure out what they want? Think of it sort of as a little bit of detective work here. Step 1, study the heavy hitters within your niche, which this just essentially means looking up other popular creators that are creating content within your niche as well. Let's say, again, you create a history shorts channel. I would advise you to look up history shorts and see which ones are getting the most views and see what content is working well and then model your content off of that. Is it going to be quick tutorials? Or is it going to be more AI based? Spot the patterns, and if something is working for them, chances are it is also going to be working for you. That is something that I really learned with YouTube. But of course, with your own little unique twist. And here is going to be my secret little weapon here. YouTube Analytics. YouTube actually gives you a backstage pass to your audience's behaviors, so make sure to use it. So this is where you can see which shorts are getting the most watch time and which topics are driving the most comments and driving the most conversation. Pay attention to this data because within this data, your audience is telling you exactly what they want to see. But they are also telling you everything they don't want to see as well. But numbers aren't going to be everything. Make sure to also talk to your viewers. So this could be making a poll on your community tab here and there, being like, hey, do you guys want more videos on this or this? Also, reply to people commenting on your posts. I love when a creator responds to my comment. I feel so special and I'm like, oh my gosh, they noticed me. When your audience feels heard, chances are they are going to come back to your channel because they're going to be like, hey, this creator actually cares about responding to their comments. That's cool. Remember, YouTube success is not only about what you want to create. Of course, what you want to create is important, but it is also about what your target audience wants to watch. So make sure you have an overlap in interest there. So most importantly, make sure to get to know your audience. Next up, let's talk about content delivery, because creating engaging shorts isn't just about what you say. It's more so about how it gets delivered. The way you pace your video and structure your video can determine whether it goes viral. And now, with a tool that I found called VidAI, which can do all the heavy lifting for you, this AI-powered tool can create YouTube shorts for you, start to finish, all from a single prompt, which just ensures that your content is optimized for the algorithm and engagement without having to spend hours on filming and editing and scripting. So let's talk about the pacing of your video, which is kind of the rhythm of it all, which is the flow that keeps viewers hooked from beginning to finish. If there is a slow and drawn out intro, chances are people are going to swipe. If it's too chaotic and overwhelming, chances are people are going to swipe. Or other way around, if it's too boring and monotone, swipe. And with this tool that I'm talking about, VidAI, you do not have to worry about this at all, because I can assure you there is never going to be a dull moment where there are any pauses. One of the biggest mistakes creators make is giving away all of their key information right off the bat with their videos, because some of the best performing shorts will build suspense and build curiosity to keep people to be wanting to watch more. Here's some tips on how you could be building the suspense early. First off, you could tease the payoff early, which just means you could be like, you won't believe how this turns out right at the beginning of the video. Next up, you could delay the reveal. You could spread out key details within your video to keep the viewer hooked throughout the whole entire 60 seconds or 30 seconds. You could use countdowns or progressions, which countdown videos would be a good idea with YouTube Shorts, because it could be like, hey, let's talk about the top 5 places to travel to in Ireland. And then people are like, I want to see the number 1. Okay, now if scripting and filming and coming up with your video ideas and editing your videos seem overwhelming, you are not alone. But the good news here is VidAI has your back, and I'm actually going to show you how it works so you guys aren't like, what the heck is she talking about? Because this software, you guys, it's crazy. It can generate entire videos for you, which handles everything from scripting to visuals to voiceovers to captions to even writing an entire script for you. So with these AI generated scripts, there is no need for brainstorming and no filming. No problem, because within these clips, everything is just AI generated. And if you don't want to record your own audio, no worries. There's a whole lab of AI generated voiceovers that you can choose from. And the perfect editing as well. You won't have to worry about pacing. You won't have to worry if there's a dull moment here and there. Now, even with AI generated videos, structure is essential. And I found the best formula when it comes to delivering content. And the first part of that formula is going to be the hook. And that is going to be the the first 0 to 2 seconds of your video. And this is where you can capture attention instantly. Next is going to be the build-up, which is going to be the next few seconds. And this sets up the premise with some engaging details. And lastly, we have the payoff and the call to action, which is satisfying curiosity while also encouraging engagement, and then a call to action. What do you want your viewer to do next? And that could really be just having them comment your video or having them share your video, or maybe they look in the description of your video and you've got an affiliate link. And I know a lot of you might be thinking, oh my goodness, this girl is just talk. But no, I'm gonna show you how I would create a short to go viral in today's day and age. Some of you might be thinking, hey, if you're making an AI generated short, this is not going to be as engaging. Kayla, it's just not going to work. And this is where I would disagree, because I literally spent over an hour last night on my TikTok and I was watching AI generated content, and this content was the most fun content that I'd watched in a while. Let me show you an example. I did save one because I wanted to show you guys what I was watching. It's interesting. This has 3.2 million views, and basically what they do is they make a little AI generated dude and they're like, POV, you wake up in this time period. Look it's just AI generated, and they're like, this is what it would be like if you woke up as a citizen. This is when the volcano, the volcano erupts. It's terrifying, by the way. But I went down a rabbit hole with these types of videos. And then the people's comments are so funny. They're like, I'm back here again. First I was on the Titanic, then I was Cleopatra, then the plague, to here again. Oh my gosh. Somebody said, bro, I was just Cleopatra. I was giggling about these comments earlier. I wish I could find my comment. I made a funny comment, but nobody liked it though, so. Okay, but let's create our own YouTube short. All right, now I'm screen recording my computer, and I'm going to hit new project on VidAI. And here's where I can create a faceless short or a little fake text story if I wanted to, but I'm gonna do a faceless short. And now we can either enter a prompt and be like, hey, I want a video about the bubonic plague. Or, hey, I want a video about Marie Antoinette. Sorry, I'm on my history kick in this video, as you can tell, but honestly, when am I not? So we could do that. We could also enter in a whole script if you have a script, or we could make it even easier and we could choose from the popular topics section, where if we click any of these topics, it will create a video for us based on the topic. So I'm gonna do historical event, of course, because that's what I wanna see. And then we do the duration, 30 to 60 seconds, because it's a short. And then we get to choose the narrator of our video. Do we want a male voice? Do we want a female voice? I'm just gonna stick with the default here, but there's a whole library that you can play with. Next up, we get to choose the video source. Do we want it to be a natural scene? Do you want it to be anime? And if you play over here, you can, this is kind of an example of the art style. But I'm just gonna do natural and see. Oh my gosh, the AI is getting scary because this looks so real. Oh, robots are taking over, I say for the 500th time. Okay, and then we hit generate content. All right, and just like that, that literally took like 3 seconds, but it generated my whole script for me and images that correlate with the script. And if there are any images that you don't like, let's say you're like, hey, this one doesn't really match as much, I'm gonna hit regenerate and change the image. So you can always do that, but I'm just gonna hit next and create my video. But of course you can play around with different settings if you choose to. All right, and now we have our video, it's done. Believe it or not, it is done just like that. That literally was the fastest thing ever. So we could choose the music if we wanna put on there, and then you can also play around with the captions. Which font do you want, which color? I'm just gonna leave it at the default for the sake of this video, but there are so many settings that you can play around with. And now we can look at our video, so let's see.
Did you know that in 1066, a single battle changed the course of England forever? Fast forward to 1492 when Columbus sailed the ocean blue, discovering the Americas. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed, marking the birth of a nation. The year 1865 saw the end of the Civil War, reshaping the United States. 1989, the Berlin Wall fell. The tragic events of September 11th. Global financial crisis sparked a wave of changing daily life for everyone.
So you guys kind of get the gist. It generated a whole video for us, literally in just seconds. And my favorite thing with these AI generated history things is some of these events, like way back when, they don't have actual photos of, and they kind of just have paintings, and the AI generates images based off of these paintings, which I find to be very interesting, and it kind of brings that time period to life. So You know, I could play around all day and be like, hey, create me a video with the ambiance of living in Egypt like Cleopatra. And I get so engaged with those videos. Let me tell you, I spent hours on TikTok today, hours last night, just watching these videos. POV, you wake up in wherever, France. I don't know. It's different every time. First you have the plague and then you're Cleopatra. You just never know. But gone are the days of spending hours scripting your videos, coming up with video ideas, and editing. Because VidAI can do all of the heavy lifting for you, and it really takes a lot of the load off for you. And these videos are still engaging. Some people might argue and be like, hey, this AI generated content just isn't it for me. Maybe it's not your thing, but let me tell you, I eat this content up, and there are 3 million other people on that other video I just showed you that also think the same. I've seen AI generated videos with over 200 million views even. Next up, I want to talk about something that I discovered today, and it's called the HPC system. And this one is a game changer for creating engaging shorts. And HPC stands for hook, progression, and climax, which each part of this process is going to be essential for captivating viewers. First up, the hook is what grabs the attention of your viewers right away. And with this AI generated content, again, I like to think of it as immersing your viewer into whatever you are talking about, because these AI generated images do a great job of painting the picture for you. Next up is progression. How can we keep going on from the hook? And you can do this by creating valuable info, or maybe making the story more engaging and maybe make it get a little bit crazier. And finally, the climax offers that long-lasting impression for somebody, and it is going to be delivering the most impactful moment. And VidAI makes this process so smooth. You could go with their popular prompts, or you could just put your own prompt in, or maybe let's say you already have a script with a good hook, progression, and climax. You could just put that script right into VidAI and it would generate all the images going along with your script and bringing your idea to life. So let's recap the strategies that we've talked about in today's video. This is going to be my little checklist. First up, we emphasize the importance of understanding YouTube's algorithm, which highlights how engaging content and high retention rates can significantly boost your visibility. We also introduce the HPC system, which is the hook, progression, and climax, which is going to get your viewer to stay from start to finish. Additionally, we discuss the best practices for posting, including the significance of timing within your videos, never let there be a dull moment, and maintaining consistency when it comes to uploading your videos. Make sure you're uploading like 3 times a week, or if you have VidAI, you could be uploading like 3 times a day, honestly, because these shorts are so easy to make. Make sure to sign up for VidAI in the link in my description. We put together a discount for you if you want to check it out. Make sure not to miss it. And also make sure to check out this video right here, which is going to be a free training on how to make money with YouTube Shorts. Make sure to check it out, or make sure to check this one out, whichever one, or both. Hey, I wouldn't be complaining. Thank you for watching. Bye.